CEO of ShareLove.Fund, and today is week 22 of our RPYT Registered Prenatal Yoga Teacher Training as accredited by Yoga Alliance, and weeks ending in a 2, like this week, week 22, are review weeks. So we are going to review our Sun Salutation A that's spiced up with 9 additional poses from our key share method to help you remember those poses. And it will be a Sun Salutation with 22 poses. We went over it last week, and this is a cumulative review week. And we're going to start with a meditation. So I invite you to take a comfortable seat. You can use a block, a bolster, or blanket. A lot of prenatal clients, they feel comfortable leaning against the wall. It can even be like this. However you're comfortable, but please take a minute to get comfortable. I'm going to grab a water myself. Please feel free to make yourself comfortable. I know a lot of yogi purists say don't drink, but in a prenatal class, I think it's really important that teachers encourage students to nurture their body. So I'll give you a moment to get what you need to get comfortable and really think about honoring yourself. If you need to use the restroom, this is a good time to do that. If you need to check something before we start, just to know, everything's going to be okay, maybe send a quick text or email saying you're busy for the next hour and a half. Whatever you need to do to completely center yourself. Maybe you move into a quieter space where you know you won't be interrupted. And really take the time to honor you. When you feel comfortable, we will begin. So you may want to sit on something that keeps your hips higher than your knees. And we're going to begin this class with a 10-minute meditation. Just gonna grab my pen so I can take notes as we try to constantly improve and incorporate your comments in the live chat and make each class better than the next. So this is a guided meditation for self-healing. Find a comfortable place to sit. Rest your hands on your thighs with the palms facing up. Settle into your pose and take a few breaths to ground and center yourself. To heal your body, you need to become aware of the messages in the background in your subconscious mind. I'm just going to add a little disclaimer in this meditation that I am not a medical doctor, and a lot of yogis purport to be able to heal all sorts of things. I'm just providing what you need to earn a prenatal yoga teaching degree. There's no magic, and there's no special healing powers. Exercise, breathing, eating well, sleeping well, these are general wellness principles, but it's not limited to yoga. So I just want to say that as this meditation talks about healing, I'm not purporting that this replaces a doctor, which it doesn't, or something like that. If you're sick, see a doctor, use your own best judgment. And really be wary of the promises people make. You know, it's nice to believe, but sometimes a reality check is important. Take a moment to ponder on the idea that your brain can process a lot of data in a second, but it can only be aware of a small amount. Your body is performing incredible functions every day, especially for prenatal clients. Your body is undergoing an incredible, miraculous process. While we are talking, sleeping, driving, every second of every day, our brain is processing data to keep us functioning optimally. You may not have considered this in the past, but it's time to consider and appreciate this temple that holds your thoughts, memories, your childhood beliefs, and you as a whole. Begin to breathe in and breathe out slowly. Now, for prenatal clients, do not restrict your breath, but try to fully breathe in and out. Try to explore the limits of your lung capacity. You know, breath work is called breath work because it's work. Don't force the breath. Don't create any strain on your body, but think about that range of having a breath that's very shallow, that's not necessarily serving you, and having a breath that's deeper, but not stressful on your body, but just a little bit deeper. Like sometimes we're a little bit lazy with our breath. So just kind of check in with your breath. Is your breath being lazy? Can you breathe in a little fuller, and does that feel better? Definitely don't hyperventilate. Don't stress your body. But are you breathing lazy breaths, or are you breathing your optimal breath? And kind of experiment with that. Let's take a few breaths together. Thinking of your breath as a circle with no start or end. Notice the sensations in your nostrils as you take a breath in and then release it. How does it feel when the breath enters and exits your body? Allow another deep breath and let it cleanse your system. Slowly breathe out and release the tension from your body. With each breath, allow your body to get heavy and relaxed. Allow your body to relax from the sole of your feet to your head. Notice your feet and allow them to relax. Do you sense any sensations on your feet. Allow the relaxing sensation to move up your ankles, shins, and calves to your knees. Let the sensation continue to move up your thighs and then your hips, pelvis, and entire groin area. Let the energy move your torso from the belly, rib cage, and chest. Then from your lower back and up the entire spine to the middle of the back and the upper back. The relaxing energy moves down your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, palms, and fingers. Let it go to your collarbone, neck, face, and head. Feel it on your chin, lips, cheeks, and nose. Become aware of your eyebrows and eyes. Notice the energy going through them. And then to your temples and ears. And finally to the top of the head and entire scalp. Your entire body now feels calm and relaxed. You feel free and grounded. Take a deep breath and hold it in. Let the energy of your breath fill all your muscles. And then exhale gently through your mouth or nose and let your muscles relax even more. Let your limbs become even more relaxed and heavy. Take another breath in and let it relax your body further. Release it and allow it to flow out with every little tension that could be remaining in your muscles. Keep breathing slowly and smoothly. Scan your body for any tension remaining. Do you notice any tension anywhere? Think of the air you're breathing as a cleanser. Imagine that it can clear away all the tension in your body. Imagine that the air you breathe has relaxation energy. Visualize the tension being cleared out with every breath that you take. Relax. Can you feel how your body is relaxed and calm? Now enjoy that feeling for a few moments. Visualize the tension being cleared out with every breath you take. Relax. Can you feel how calm your body is? Direct your attention to your body and think of the part of your body that needs healing. Envision your current state of being. Think of all the physical illnesses that are troubling you, the discomfort in pregnancy. Doesn't matter if it's a natural process or a pain or an injury or a diagnosis. Whatever it is, think of it. Imagine this is the problem that you want to heal. Picture your problem as darkness and the healing as a bright light. Envision the bright light flowing from your head to your toes. Now direct it to the darkness in your body and let this light dissolve all the darkness in all the dark areas. Your body has the ability to heal itself. Notice the bright light moving to improve your immune system, giving you strength, removing bacteria and toxins, making a completely clean system in your body. Can you envision bright light flowing, touching, and swirling over the darkness in the ailing part of your body? Can you see the pieces of darkness being cleared from your system? Allow them to leave as you exhale. Breathe in good health, tranquility, and healing. Breathe out stress, tension, ailments, and all the problems in your system. Let the bright light hover over the darkness as it performs your positive thinking, your positive visualization of healing. Notice the darkness become smaller and lighter. The bright light is washing away everything that is harmful to your body. Visualize your immune system boosting up. Notice the cells going to their rightful places, performing their duties to heal your body. Envision the bright light flowing through your body. Feel your body filling with relaxation feelings. Picture the ailing parts of your body healing. With pregnancy, feel yourself finding comfort within the discomfort, making peace with the changes within you. Let your body heal itself. Imagine if you didn't have fear and you just embraced the concept of healing. Witness your body feeling light, like you have been unburdened. Succumb to positivity. Succumb to faith over fear. Feel the extra space in your mind and body. You have reminded your body of its ability to heal. You have approached the truth of your self-healing. You have changed your course for good. Embrace this change. Become aware now that you are your own healer. Notice your muscles and become aware of them. Notice the ones that may feel tight or tired. Now it's time to get back to our normal level of wakefulness. Feel your mind and body becoming aware of your body and its surroundings. Slowly deepen your breath as you direct your attention to your body. Can you feel your heartbeat? What sounds can you hear? I will count to 5, and when I reach 5, gently open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome back. Enjoy your renewed energy and rejuvenated body. Now we will begin our yoga flow. So with that centering meditation and feeling a little bit healed, let's start with our modified warm-up for prenatal. We'll come to easy seat and a grounded position, and we'll take 3 breaths. From here, we'll bring our hands to tabletop and do cat and cow 3 times. Stretching, feeling free to roll around a little bit, warming up the spine. From here, we'll do our informal pose of downward puppy, knees wide, stretching our arms and taking 3 breaths here. Falling back into child's pose with our right cheek on the mat, taking 3 breaths here. Turning our head to the other side for an equal experience for 3 more breaths. On the inhale, coming up to downward puppy for 3 breaths. Then into cat-cow 3 times. Take your time. Feel free to move around in the pose if that feels good. And you don't need to necessarily follow me. You can do cat-cow in your own way, at your own pace. Really just trying to curve your spine as if you want to squeeze the toxins out of your spleen. And thinking of cat-cow as a cleansing exercise. Maybe moving the neck side to side. Warming up the hips a bit. And coming back into easy seat. We're going to do that 2 more times. So in easy seat, let's do a little hula to warm up our hips. Go 3 times around on one side. So to be prenatal safe, we won't be on our stomachs, we won't be on our backs too long, and we'll never torque our torso, but we can move it side to side. We can move it up and back. So we'll go this 3 times. And from here, we'll do cat-cow on the other side. You can curl your toes under for more support. If you're pregnant, please don't use socks on your yoga mat because it can be slippery and balance is already difficult when pregnant. Really try to squeeze out the toxins. Maybe widen your legs a little bit to get a little deeper into cow. Maybe bring your knees and hands a little closer to get a little deeper into cat. Use your breath. Move around. And come into downward puppy for 3 breaths. Trying to almost touch your armpits to the mat to really get that underarm stretch. Come to wide-legged child's pose. You can put something under your forehead to create more space if you need more space for your belly. So we'll put our right cheek down and we'll take 3 breaths here. Switching sides to our left cheek. We'll take 3 breaths in total relaxation. Just melt into the mat. On the inhale, come up to cat, and exhale into cow. And we'll go into cat, and we can just try to stretch all those nooks and crannies. Sorry, I'm trying to think which way it went. Releasing tension from your shoulders. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Really stretching your neck, your chin. Holding it if that feels good. Take your time in this. Different people need different things. And this is an opportunity to sort of dig into all those nooks and crannies for your optimal stretch. You know where you need this. Maybe you have neck tension and you need to just be in cat a while and just let your neck hang. Maybe you really need to squeeze some stuff out, some toxins, you're detoxing, and you need this cow position more intensely. You know what you need. From here, we'll come into easy seat. And in easy seat, we will stretch our neck. So you can put a little pressure with your hand. And from easy seat, we'll go through that warm up a 3rd time just to cement it in. So as my teacher told me that we'll practice this so much that we'll know it 15 minutes after our death. That was my French teacher. He said, practice, practice, practice so you know it, not just for the test, but so you know it 15 minutes after your death. So we are going to do and redo this modified prenatal warm-up. So no matter what, everyone graduating with this degree will be able to do this simple warm-up without even thinking. So if you're teaching a class and you had a bad day or a lot on your mind, you can pretty much do this on autopilot. Let's shake out our arm and create space in the neck. Trying to breathe into those tight areas. Thinking about the light from our meditation. And sort of thinking of pain and tension as dark areas. And a light as maybe a laser zapper. And your breath is that laser zapper, dissolving the darkness. Like Martin Luther King said, only light drives out darkness, or something like that. He said, darkness can't drive out darkness, only light can. Anyway, I'm misquoting it, but that was the gist. So imagine your tension as a dark room, and you're shining a flashlight on it, and the darkness dissipates, and the room is illuminated. So you can think of stretching like that. And stretching takes time and repetition. But as uncomfortable as prenatal clients may be, we still have our necks to work with. So being pregnant, maybe we can't twist our torso, but this is 9 months to really stretch your neck like you've never stretched it before. Definitely don't hurt yourself, but this is an opportunity to really focus on your neck. Because so much tension goes into our neck. And it affects the jaw, it can affect headaches, and that can be hard too in pregnancy. Sometimes, people have migraines, and then it's always such a concern. Can I take this medicine? Can I take that medicine? And, you're trying to protect the baby, but you're also trying to treat yourself. So there becomes a conflict. But yoga is all about that. It's about the dichotomy. It's about finding balance. Okay, with this next stretch, we're going to inhale and come up and do cat-cow 3 times for our final warm-up of this version. Come to downward puppy with the forehead down for 3 breaths. Melt into child's pose for 3 breaths. If you want to be supported, you can have a blanket so you're a little bit higher for more space with the belly. You can also have a bolster and hug it if that feels good. You don't need a blanket or a bolster or anything fancy. You can have a pile of laundry. So 3 breaths on one cheek. Inhale, we'll go to the other cheek for 3 breaths. Inhale, we'll go through the motions again. Downward puppy, cat-cow, feeling free to wiggle and jiggle. My downward puppy came on my mat and got some dirt, so I'm not the only one doing downward puppy on this. No. Notice how your breath can help you get deeper into the stretch. Stretching under your chin, your neck. Coming back to Sukhasana to complete our practice of the warm-up of our prenatal modification. Now we're going to do our other warm-up just one time because it leads directly into Sun Salutation A. And then we will go through the other sun salutations. So starting in easy seat, let's just roll that neck again. So try to breathe into this, Shake out the arm. Rotating the neck as if you're going to, let's say, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Thinking of sort of each strand of tension in your neck as kind of pointing to a number on a clock, and just trying to lengthen each number, each, I guess like minute hand or second hand pointing to that number, and thinking of this tension as sutras or threads. In yoga, we learn the sutras or the threads. It's kind of general principles, and these general principles, they have been incorporated in one shape or form in every religion, in my opinion, and they're just kind of like basic tenets where you can interpret, extrapolate from them, you know, something that may apply to you, or you can dismiss it. We don't teach religion here. We just teach the origins of yoga. Just like in school, you learn Greek mythology or Roman mythology. We're not trying to impose beliefs. We're trying to develop analytical skills, and by reading ancient texts and exploring whether or not they apply in modern day life, that develops critical thinking. And with critical thinking, you can solve your own problems. The world is dynamic. No one can train you for every specific situation. But here at ShareLove.Fund, we try to teach people how to fish and not give them fish for a day. Let's inhale and stretch the side body, really thinking about grounding this hip and knee down and stretching. Where one side elongates, the other side contracts, and so paying attention to that. If the baby feels squished, don't do it. Modify. Try to not hold tension in your neck. What some yogis do is they'll take a picture of themselves doing something like this, stretch, and then they'll make a pact to do it every day, and then they'll take a picture years later, and sometimes you see something like 2017, 2018, 2019, like, and so forth, and it's pretty cool. It takes a long time to increase flexibility, but easy come, easy go, and things that take a long time, like growing an oak tree, they are enduring and have lasting and meaningful effects. So I know a lot of our clients are interested in increased flexibility. So please, you know, feel free to, you know, take a picture, you know, maybe once a quarter or something, you want to do a particular pose and take a photo, and then sort of use that as your marker. Because the thing with stretching is we're always going to bend until we reach our point of tightness. So sometimes we don't realize how much progress we've made because the progress is slow. It's like if you see someone every day, you don't notice that they've changed. But when you see someone that you haven't seen in a long time, you may notice that they've changed. So taking a picture of your flexibility today shows, allows you to compare that change when you take another picture in the future. Okay, so with this, we'll inhale and forward fold. And when you're teaching a class, like what you actually do in Sukhasana, that's up to you. It could be very short. It could be a meditation like we just did. It can be these upper body stretches. when you're teaching prenatal mixed level, it's unclear, you know, what everyone's comfort zone is. So generally, being seated upright works for most prenatal people. Here, let's walk our fingers to the side and stretch the side body. But let's be careful to not torque or twist. And we'll just hang out here. If this is uncomfortable, please move and adjust. But stretching takes time. So for those of you who requested, who asked, make me a pretzel, this holding the stretches, this is for you. But for other people that think this is a little boring, you're welcome to go into your sun salutation, or you're welcome to do a stretch that serves you. Maybe you don't need this hip opener and side body opener. Maybe you need more work on your neck. Maybe you're craving something else. So you can work on what you're craving. Trying to relax the shoulders, trying to relax the neck. If it feels good, you can put something under your forehead. Here I have a silk lavender eye pillow. A lot of prenatal clients, they love, they're really sensitive to smell, so the lavender calms them. So you can use aromatherapy as part of your practice as well. With Yoga Alliance, we don't really get into all of that aromatherapy and stuff like that. There's a prohibition against therapeutic yoga, so we just try to really keep it mainstream. So that's sort of on your own if you want to explore aromatherapy or eye pillows as props. You know, that's something you can explore on your own. Really using your breath to shine a light on that tension and zap it, dissipate it. Dissipate that darkness, that tension with the light of your breath. And imagine yourself healing, feeling strong. If you don't feel like you have an ailment, but you're just uncomfortable being pregnant, imagine yourself loving it. Feeling like there is a light of life shining from your inside out. And feeling like that light of life is fueling your entire being. Sometimes when we embrace things and we stop fighting it, then we can use the inertia of what's happening to propel us forward. Think of all the effort and energy of holding water back and building a dam. And then imagine yourself on a canoe in a flowing river. In a canoe in a flowing river, you don't have to do anything. The river will take you. But trying to stop that water flow, trying to be the dam, that's a lot of force, a lot of energy exertion. Can you get yourself on a river that's flowing on the direction that you want to go and let the river do the work? Can you shine a light on all that darkness and bad feelings and sort of evaporate it with the light? Can you get your breath to work for you? Can you celebrate the things going on in your body so that it gives you positive energy to go forward? Can you remind yourself that you have a choice of your thoughts? And that every negative thought is like a little bit like a toxin. And we think many, many thoughts a day, but it's the thoughts we dwell on that influence us. So when bad thoughts arise, you can observe them, but maybe choose to dwell on the positive thoughts, the ones that remind you that you have infinite creativity, that you can use your breath as a light to dissipate darkness, pain, injury, discomfort. That so much of what we do is a mental game. We'll walk our hands forward. And to the other side. Really stretching our underarm, our side body. Keeping our sits bones grounded while we stretch our side body. You can try to bring your elbow to the ground for a deeper underarm stretch. If you're more developed in your pregnancy, you can lean over a blanket or bolster, and just as an opportunity to relax your back neck. And you can also engage in some self-massage. You don't have to wait for someone to give you a foot massage. You can empower yourself and get out those nooks and crannies as you need. Really stretching your back. And drink lots of water after this class because we've stretched a lot And that really like loosens up the toxins, and then you want to flush them out. Hopefully you're eating healthy in your pregnancy. I'm going to give a shameless bias plug for our book, Broadening Our Horizons, written by our Young Authors Honor Society. Our high school leaders wrote it. I couldn't be prouder of them. And for full disclosure, yes, I'm completely biased, and I promote the children that are part of ShareLove.Fund's youth programming, and I'm gonna love their book no matter what they wrote, but I do happen to think that they did a really beautiful job. There's 30 healthy recipes. It explains Ayurvedic nutrition, and it's available on Amazon as a 5-star review. And it also helps the kids get into college. When you buy their book and you give them a positive review, the college admissions officers are loving that. So, you know, help people who are working hard to help themselves, and help yourself along the way by buying our book, Broadening Our Horizons. You can see it on the floor by my yoga bag. It's an awesome book, 300 plus pages with references, a glossary, beautiful pictures from our program. There is a memorial dedication, a preface written by an incredible 9-year-old girl who wrote a eulogy for her grandmother to honor her. So her grandmother is immortalized in this book, and it's just a really beautiful piece. But of course, full disclosure, I'm biased because I believe in our programming, and I believe in the students that participate in our programming. So that's my shameless plug. Okay, we have done an incredible warm-up. So now we're going to do our standard warm-up, and we're just going to lead it straight into Sun Salutation A to practice that. So from easy seat, we'll come to cat-cow. We'll step into Tadasana, grounding our feet, and forward fold. So those 4 poses conclude our second basic warm-up. So I'm just gonna hang out in forward fold so we don't waste time talking, and we actually can stretch our back body. So one simple warm-up you can do is easy seat to cat-cow to Tadasana to forward fold. This leads in nicely to Sun Salutation A, which I will begin now. So basic Sun Salutation A is Tadasana. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend. Exhale, step the left foot back and then the right foot back into plank. From plank, the prenatal modification will be put your toes under and go to up dog. From up dog, lower into cobra to the extent you have space with the baby. From cobra, push back into down dog. Since this is our first down dog of the day, let's take a minute to get into position. So you can bend your knees to make sure your back is straight. So here, this feels a little bit like downward puppy that we did. Then you can straighten your legs, but keep your heels up, just to make sure that back is totally straight. Then you can kind of pedal out your feet and get a stretch until you feel good. So if this is too much upside down for you, you can modify in downward puppy or child's pose, or a modification how you want. But we're gonna just spend a little bit of time here pedaling out your feet. Now my hands get slippery, so I use a yoga belt, because sometimes when you're pregnant, you don't want bras in, and that can help. You can also use a towel. So we're just going to take a little time here. If it's uncomfortable, you can modify or move, but we're just going to really stretch out. Sometimes you can get a deeper stretch by stretching one side and then the other. Having your toes pointed forward. The angle of your foot can increase or decrease the stretch. From down dog, we're going to inhale our left knee in, step our feet between our hands, and enjoy forward fold. From forward fold, you can get a deeper stretch by putting your hands under your feet if that feels good, holding onto your shoulders, widening your legs to make room for the belly. Also, if this is too much time for you, upside down, you can also do seated forward fold, or just holding on to your legs, or wide-legged stretch to make room for the belly. So those are prenatal modifications. I'm just gonna clean up my space a little bit on our body and our space. But for those of you that it doesn't bother you, and sort of in response to our student requests of make me a pretzel, I'm going to hang out a little bit in forward fold with the hands under the feet, bending the elbows. You can also use that yoga belt. Hands on the elbows is also nice, and just kind of shake it out. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Maybe lean a little forward and back, toes pointing forward. If your yoga mat has lines like my Maduka one does, you know, you can really test to see if your feet are forward. Sometimes we think our feet are straight, but they're not. If you have a ballet background, you may naturally turn your feet out. Some people are pigeon-toed, they naturally turn in. We'll hold on to the elbows maybe a little bit. Let it hang. Maybe bring your feet a little closer if it doesn't interfere with the belly for a deeper stretch. And this is really, in Hatha Yoga, the forward fold is really thought to be a cleansing pose. The idea in that yoga is that our body is a temple, that we should not eat impure things. But then Yogi said, wait, what do we do about the toxins we already put in our body? What do we do about, if we used to smoke or alcohol or foods that don't agree with us or too much of food? And so Hatha Yoga said, oh, well, for things already in your body that you want to get out, those you're going to have to kind of beat out with a stick. So Hatha Yoga developed poses, 84 poses to twist and turn and stretch and get those toxins out. And forward fold is one of those poses. Forward fold, we're stretching all the way from our ankles, through our back, all the way to our neck, our arms and underarms. You can bend your knees slightly if you feel like that's more balanced. And again, come out of this and modify if it's too much for you. In Hatha Yoga, they say that it's the toxins in our body that don't want us to be still. I disagree with that for prenatal. Prenatal, your body tells you to move because your body needs to move. There's certain things that can be dangerous, certain positions that can be dangerous while you're pregnant, and listening to your body is the best way to stay safe. So prenatal is definitely the person pregnant needs to know when to say yes and no to best serve their body. Nothing should hurt or feel uncomfortable. By leaning forward, we're not really stretching the upper body, but we're really getting a deeper calf stretch. This can also be good for skiing, just to create that flexibility. You also get this in down dog. And holding our elbows, this is a balancing pose. So we're relaxed, but we're also balancing. You may notice yourself drop deeper into it as we hold it. The body sort of gives up fighting. It's like, okay, fine, I'll stretch. For a little bit deeper shoulder stretch, you can bring your arms up. Maybe a deeper stretch, or it may just be a different stretch where you just stretch your shoulders. can also be a heart opener because we're really bending and twisting and kind of opening up our shoulders too. Working on rotation. If you have shoulder injury issues, then maybe don't do this. You know your body and your limitations. You can bend one knee. Just try to get deeper into stretch. And we can bend the other knee and get deeper into stretch that way. This can also help if you work in an office and you're typing, just really stretching out the shoulders, creating space between the shoulders and the neck. And again, we're doing a balancing pose and an inversion. There's a lot going on here. Detoxifying. Quieting our mind, allowing ourselves to be still in a pose. Why is it so uncomfortable to hold a pose so long? Obviously, if you're pregnant, it's an uncomfortable move. But you're not going to be pregnant forever, and that's something to explore. Why do we get so fidgety? Why do we have monkey mind? What's going to happen? What's going to happen if we hold a stretch? What are we afraid of? Are we playing dodgeball when we move around? Okay, so slowly we'll come out of this by taking an inhale for a half bend. And slowly, 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 so you don't get lightheaded, come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to Tadasana, upward salute, and then down to Tadasana. So now we'll do Sun Salutation A, basic, on the other side, a little more quicker now that we've really warmed up. From Tadasana, inhale, upward salute, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend, right knee into chest, back to plank. From plank, curl the toes under to up dog. From up dog, cobra if you have space for the belly. Exhale, curl the toes under to down dog. From down dog, bring your right knee into the chest, step it through your legs, step through the other hand, forward fold. Inhale, half bend, flat back. Inhale all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana. That completes the basic Sun Salutation A. So now let's review on each side the sun salutation with 18 poses that we learned in our review week in week 12. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend. Exhale, inhale the left knee in, step it back, have the right foot meet it into plank. From plank, curl your toes, up dog. Lower into cobra. From cobra, down dog. That was what the sun salutation is so far. But now we're going to insert 5 poses. Inhale your left knee in, step it through, spicing up the sun salutation. Normally, the Share Method signature pose is revolve lunge, but here, for prenatal safe, we'll do low lunge. From low lunge, we'll go into extended side angle. Really reaching up, lowering the shoulders. From extended side angle, we'll straighten this leg into triangle. Triangle, we'll think about peeling this hip back and imagine your back is straight against the wall. From triangle, we'll inhale to warrior 2. From warrior 2, to make sure our arms are straight, we can have palms up, and then straight, soft gaze over the back hand, soft gaze over the front hand. From warrior 2, we'll inhale to reverse warrior. Hand up to the ceiling, put shoulder down. From reverse warrior, we'll windmill back to low lunge, our prenatal modification for revolve lunge. From low lunge, we'll inhale our left leg back to down dog. Now we finish the sun salutation sequence as if we were never interrupted. From down dog, we inhale our left leg in, step it through our right hand, step it through our hands, have our right foot meet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend. Inhale, all the way up to upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana. Now let's do that on the other side. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend, flat back. Exhale, inhale your right knee in, step it back to plank. Have your left leg meet. From plank, curl your toes under, up dog. From up dog, lower to cobra. From cobra, curl the toes to down dog. Now let's insert our 5 poses from week 12 to spice up our salad of the sun salutation. Right knee in, step it through between the hands. Low lunge. Low lunge is the prenatal safe modification for revolve lunge. From low lunge, we'll inhale and we'll do extended side angle. For extended side angle, it's not a dump into this. We can imagine it floating, like as if we didn't even need that. From extended side angle, we'll straighten to triangle. From triangle, the idea is not to curve. The idea is that if our back was flat against a wall, it could be flat against the wall. The way to think about that is kind of peeling out the hip. From triangle, we go to warrior 2. Palms up. Soft gaze on the back hand, soft gaze on the front hand to make sure that arms are even. From warrior 2, reverse warrior. Kind of reaching up, but also keeping the shoulder down. From reverse warrior, we windmill our hands all around to low lunge, the modification that's prenatal safe for revolve lunge. From low lunge, we step back to down dog as if we never interrupted our sun salutation. Bring our knee into our chest, step it forward through our hand, have the other one meet it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend, flat back. Inhale all the way up. Upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana. Now we're going to do, excuse me, all that talking. Now we're going to do our sun salutation that we are reviewing this week, our review week. So last week we learned chair pose. So this is a sun salutation that has built up to 22 poses. I'm so proud of you guys. So this is our big shebang. We're never going to have a sun salutation with more than 22 poses, but this is it. So anyway, okay. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend. Exhale, left knee in. Step it back, right foot, step it back to plank. From plank, curl your toes under, up dog. From up dog, cobra. From cobra, down dog. To this point, nothing has changed. This is the first 8 poses of our sun salutation. Whenever we spice up a sun salutation, we always keep those first 8 poses the same. That's a constant. Inhale, your left knee in, step it through your feet, and come to pyramid. In pyramid, the idea is that we keep our forehead on our knee. If you can straighten your leg and keep your forehead on the knee, great. I'm not that flexible, so my knee is bent. Let's take a minute in pyramid. Pyramid really stretches a lot, this whole side body, the outer leg. It's also a relaxation pose because our neck is soft. From pyramid, we're gonna walk our hands to wide-legged straddle. Wide-legged straddle, our toes are forward, and we're just gonna hang out here. If you're uncomfortable, upside down, I know we've been upside down a lot, you can go like this. You can go like this. You can have your back against the wall. The wide-legged straddle, we're doing a forward fold, so part of the benefits are leaning forward, but you can do that in a supported way. Pregnant, like this. You know, decreasing stress is the most important thing in your pregnancy. Getting a good workout isn't, and actually working out can be dangerous. So when you're trying to think about whether you should push yourself or go in child's pose or just focus on breathing, please err on the side of taking it easy. Your body is doing a tremendous amount of work just being pregnant. Your body doesn't need you to run a marathon necessarily. So there's many different levels taking this class, many different needs. I'm providing a suggestion. You have to be the decider. Everyone here is earning a yoga teaching degree, so they're going to be teachers. You all are going to be teachers. As a teacher, you're going to decide to set boundaries, and that decision starts now. You're kind of leaning to one side or the other just to get like a little deeper of a stretch. This is more sort of like a pensive stretching class. You're going to feel the stretch in the tightest part. Now notice, going hip side to side, that's not torquing or twisting, which we cannot do. Anyway, we're just going to hang out here because the benefits of stretching take time. However, you know when you need to get out of a pose. You know when it's not safe. So please, nothing here is medical advice. This is not for high risk anything. This class is for healthy people who know how to set limits and engage and not engage when it serves or doesn't serve them. So please, this class today is geared to people who have asked to increase flexibility. So there's a lot of holding stretches because increasing flexibility takes time, and that class is not for everyone. So please modify this class in a way that is safe for you. Safety is number one. This can, leaning side to side can also stretch the groin, and this can help in these poses like pyramid and triangle. Relaxing the shoulders, the head, the neck, coming to neutral position now. And this is a balancing pose too. Just really stretching the whole back side. Some people feel it in their lower back, some people feel it in their upper back. You're gonna feel it in the point that's tightest to you. Some people feel it in their legs. Some people even feel it in their groin. And the important part is that your neck is relaxed. Some people feel it in their ankles. Their ankles are so tight. Their ankles don't want to face forward. You can do some self-massage. From here, we will go, instead of twisted wide-legged straddle, which is not prenatal safe, we're just going to do a little strength builder. So wide-legged straddle, kind of like a half forward fold of wide-legged straddle. And then from here, instead of revolved triangle, we're just going to, here I'll do it on this side. We're just going to do regular triangles. So with the regular triangle, we peel the hip back and see if you feel a little looser now that we did so much wide-legged forward fold. See if you feel a little looser in this triangle. From here, our next pose is revolved half moon, which we're not going to do because it's not prenatal safe. We can't do anything revolved. No twists or tweaks of the torso. So we're going to take the blocks like we did in prior classes, and we're going to use this as an opportunity to substitute with supported warrior 3. From supported warrior 3, we're going to come up, to warrior 3. From warrior 3, we're going to do half moon. And here I have a block for supported half moon. From half moon, we'll step back and really do the power pose, warrior 1. And capitalizing on all that neck stretch we did from all that cat-cow in the beginning. And you can put your head back and strike warrior one. From warrior one, we'll step our foot back to chair and really strike chair. From chair, we'll bring our hands back down and step back into down dog. Now, down dog, we resume our sun salutation and we complete it. From down dog, we bring our left knee in through our hands. Have our right leg meet it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend. Exhale, inhale even more, upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana. Now let's do that on the other side. So this is our big review of our sequence. We've built up to 22 poses in a sequence. Congratulations. Let's do it the final time. So from here, we'll do our sequence, and then we'll kind of go backwards and we'll do our sequence, and then we'll do our warm-up backwards to end in Sukhasana. Okay, so Tadasana. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half bend. Inhale, the right knee back to plank. Left leg follows. From plank, curl the toes under. Up dog. From up dog, lower to cobra. From cobra, curl the toes under to down dog. From down dog, we insert 9 poses into our sun salutation. Bring the right knee in, step it through the hands. So instead of revolve lunge, we do low lunge. Here, we step, we come up, and we do pyramid. If you can straighten your knee, great, but the idea is that we are putting our forehead and our knee. You can feel the side body stretch. We feel the stretch here. From pyramid, let's take a few breaths and really enjoy the benefits of the stretch. From pyramid, we'll walk our hands to wide-legged straddle. Letting our head fall, and this is a lot of the benefits of forward fold, but we also get to stretch our legs. Our next pose in the sequence with the share method is twisted wide-legged straddle, which is not safe. So we're just going to come up and do sort of like a half bend wide-legged straddle. From here, our next pose is triangle, which we're not going to do, revolve triangle, which we're not going to do. So we'll modify with triangle. Triangle, we'll think about peeling our hip back so that our back is flat, so we're not twisting our torso, which is not prenatal safe. From our modification of revolve triangle, which is triangle, our next pose in the share method is revolved half moon, which again is not prenatal safe. So we will modify revolved half moon by doing supported warrior 3 with blocks. From supported warrior 3, we're going to go into regular warrior 3. From regular warrior 3, we're going to go into half moon. From half moon, we'll step back into warrior 1. Our neck back, stretching, power pose, warrior 1. From warrior 1, we'll bring our back foot up and nail chair pose. Chair pose is the pose we studied last week. Our final pose, our final new pose of this sun salutation sequence. From chair pose, we will come back, bringing our right knee into our chest, step it back, our left foot. We'll come back to down dog. This is where we left off in our sun salutation, so we'll finish our sun salutation off. From down dog, we'll inhale our right knee in, step it forward, have our left foot meet, And to exhale, forward fold, our last forward fold. Inhale, half bend. Inhale all the way up to Tadasana, upper salute, back down to Tadasana. Actually wasn't our last forward fold because now we're going to do our warm-up backwards. So our second warm-up that we did backwards is forward fold, Tadasana, cat-cow, which we'll do 3 times. Really feel free to move about as you need. Breathing, honoring your practice, breathing in light and exhaling darkness. And then coming back to easy seat. So that second warm up can really be a nice cool down. So we'll explore that next week. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for our teachable clients that make our Incarcerated Women's Program possible. Thank you so much to our YouTube viewers, which help us raise money for our Incarcerated Women's Program through monetization. May you all have a blessed day. Namaste.